We have one last thing in this chapter, and that's mass percent, all right? It's pretty straightforward. All right, basically pretty straightforward. Mass percent of X equals is going to be the mass of X divided by the total mass times 100%. All right, that's it. Okay, that's it. Pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at an example. Let's see here. Well, actually, let me erase this first. You gotta make some more room. Calculate the mass percent of carbon in, let's say, I don't know, C2H8. Okay? Calculate the mass percent of carbon in C2H8. So again, mass percent of carbon is going to be, I'll write this out. You don't have to write this out all the time. Mass of carbon, again, divided by total mass times 100%, right? Just plug in your numbers. So mass of carbon, so C2H8, right? What's the mass of the carbon in one molecule, or say one mole of that? You'd have two moles of carbon, right? So 2 times 12.014, we have 24.02 grams of carbon, right? Now what would be the total mass? The total mass, say for 1 mole, we would have 24.02 plus so C2H8 weighs 32.08 grams for 1 mole. Carbon is 24.02 grams, all right? And then times 100%. And I am getting, we're going to have 4 sig figs. %74.88%. Okay? Again, I think this is pretty straightforward, maybe. Even so, we'll do one more example. Calculate the mass percent of oxygen in, how about, I don't know, calcium sulfate, okay? So again, it's going to be the same thing, right? So again, we're looking at, we'll say 1 mole, okay, 1 mole calcium sulfate. How many moles of oxygen do you have? You have 4, right? So 4 moles of oxygen, 4 times 16, that'd be 64 grams of oxygen, okay? And then what's the mass of 1 mole? Well, we have calcium and we have sulfur. calcium is 40.08 plus sulfur is 32.06 plus we have again 4 oxygens, which is 64. And so taking 3 sig figs, 136.1 grams of calcium sulfate. So 64 divided by 136.1, enter, times 100. Again, for sig figs, 47.02%. Oxygen, I should say. On the prior one, I should have said carbon. But 47.02% oxygen is the mass percent in calcium sulfate, right? There's the last part of chapter 6 we're skipping. Okay, it'd be a little bit too hard to show without you here asking questions. So that's it for chapter 6. I'll still get back to you about the homework. Otherwise, I will see you later.